I'm either having a flare or I'm dying. Um, the amount of time I was uncontrollably unconscious, the exorcism vomiting, the pain to a level that I haven't felt in some time. Um, so acute, so severe, um, and nothing that I took could control it. Um, I still don't feel very well at all, but I'm feeling a little bit better. And because that lasted for 5 hours and went the wrong way, usually I start out in excruciating pain. And then as I take my medication and time goes on, I get to a tolerable level of pain that just kept getting more and more severe. I'm finally at a stage. I had to change my clothes and I couldn't wear my braces because my stomach is in so much pain. My back is in so much pain. I had to undo this one several times because it's sitting right on my sternum. I keep getting so hot and so cold. I have the fan off so that you can hear me. I have exactly 5 minutes now before I'm supposed to wake him up and get out of the restroom here so he can get himself woke up and ready to go. I did just put on his cup of coffee. At least I did that much. I am not ready for work by the time he's done getting himself up and dressed and around and washed and all that stuff. In the restroom, I'm packing for work and changing, getting all my stuff together for my job. And I don't know if I'm capable of doing that right now. I'm just on the other side of the peak, but I don't know if I'm able to do that. Now I have to wear my glasses for a day and a half. I can see how much I actually need them. And it's been so long since I got glasses. These are an old pair. They said my prescription had gotten worse since these. And I'm actually due for another eye exam. So I just don't have the time. When you have so many severe things, regular medical care doesn't seem to fit in. That's why I had so many back-drawn labs and stuff that I didn't know about. And I'm having a hard time making an appointment to see my therapist and get my medications for my psychiatric stuff. There's no time. Anyway, I'm going to try to very quickly make myself look a little more presentable in case I do end up going to work, even if it's later, with like the little bit of time that I have. So we're gonna make up, wipe off the raccoon eyes from the night before, and then we're gonna cover it up with some makeup. I know I seem like I'm really high right now. I don't, and I'm not. I don't even have any prescriptions that are that strong as far as painkillers or anything like that. Lord, though, for times like this morning, I wish that I did an emergency prescription like my RA flare prednisone is. That when nothing else works, I would have something to take rather than just having to take the pain. But we're going to do a really quickie, get myself around so that it looks better. And just in case I do end up going into work, I gotta get out of here quickly. So here goes. remainder of the eyebrows. Huh. One of the many reasons why I stay in the bathroom in the morning. Accessibility is important during my sickest periods. Everything I have that I need is within grasp. Water, medications, the restroom, makeup, everything is within arm's grasp, and I don't have to move to get myself set up. It's also offers him some privacy as far as his house, and is far enough away from him in his house that I'm less likely to wake him up. So I'm just gonna compact myself. It looks like I need to buy a new one of these. Yay, one more expense. All over with very light foundation. I'll go in and shadow a little bit and put some eye makeup on. Call it good. White compacted. Now it's time for yet another thing I have to buy. Shadows. This is a good sign that my brain is not working, but I'm in a low enough pain threshold that I can even do this to distract myself. Shadow time. Now this lovely little tool, the LA Colors smudge proof, sweat proof eyebrow pencil eyeliner, because I have lost my eyebrows and I'm losing my eyelashes, and I carry around eye pencils all day so that when I'm working in and out and the heat and stuff, my eyebrows rain down my face like the Joker. So I have no eyebrows or a big gap in my eyebrows. I'm constantly double checking with a small mirror and redrawing in my eyebrows. So this is very excellent. It does not smudge. It's a little hard to use though, because even though it has a fine point, it comes out really thick, super thick line, like a bold Sharpie, and it's hard to get it corrected, because if you make an error, it's sticking on your face unless you scrub the heck out of it to get it off. So fine points are hard and stuff, but if you have temperature tolerance issues, sleep attacks, anything that is, or you've lost your eyebrows or facial hair due to various diseases, anything that stays is great. And you've got enough crap you got to carry around all day without carrying around eyebrow pencils and stuff to draw in the fact, or draw in the illusion that you have eyebrows. If they completely go away, yet it'd be more money that we can't afford. I could just get some eyebrows tattooed on and never have to deal with it again. Now I know a reason why people might do that. That's not just plain silly. That is the brush, or the anti-smudge LA Colors brush. It's brown. It matches for redheads, so that's great. It's hard to find something for redheads. And smudge proof, so every time you pass out or have a perimenopause or menopause attack or a hormonal imbalance, whatever dysautonomia your heat intolerance issues are, and break out in a cold sweat, you or a hot sweat, and your eyebrows don't fall off. Maybe I will get them tattooed on someday. And I put on the only lipstick in my bag that's not flesh tone. Blush, last step for lazy makeup. And we're going to put pure white here, highlight there, pure white here, highlight there. Trust me, you can see the highlights better in person. Right under the eye, and down that cheekbone, right there, right under the eye, and down that cheekbone right there, right at the top of that little curve on your chin. A little dot in your nose, and a nice little straight through to give your nose a straight impression. And right above your eyes, coming into a sun up kind of a shape, and then blend. Just to make sure that you don't have any weird lines or anything that are too, strange or sharp that it looks artificial. But no mascara or anything today, and no technique, no filter exploration, just getting something on me to make me look more presentable and more clean, because even if I do go to work, there's definitely no shot I'm going to be making it into the shower, and I have to get out of here right fast, because now it is definitely time for him to be woken up if I go to work. I might let him sleep in, and I'll call my boss back later if I go into work and ask if I can come in late. What is the next thing I need to do? Hair. First things first, when doing your makeup, it's best to take these off, even if you'd love to keep them on, because it hurts a little less with them on, because they will get covered in stuff. And I think I said before you do your makeup, but it could be helpful then too, but before you do your hair. You feel so weak and out of it. 5 hours of excruciating pain straight, it takes it out of you. Guess I need another 15 hours of sleep straight, right? Preferably without the vomiting each time I wake up part. Yeah, you'll ruin gloves quickly if you don't take them off when you do stuff, unless they are sport-like compression that's meant for dirt and grime and grit and work and things like that. Take my mess out, see what we got going on, and dry shampoo, homemade, flat iron protectant spray, because redheads have the driest hair of Caucasians, period, and less hair on our head than others, so it's very frizzy and very dry, and that I don't use hot products on my hair because of that, but spraying it with that kind of keeps the moisturizer. It's like moisturizer for your skin. It keeps the moisture in because it creates a seal. But before I put that on, I put tea tree leave-in conditioner, especially from the dry parts down to the roots. So that's what we're going to do now. Here it is, all natural tea tree hair and body moisturizer leave-in condition for your hair. You don't need a dollop, depends on how long your hair is. My hair is quite long, so I use a couple dollops. Dry shampoo. This is, if you go to my projects album, you will find how to make this for any hair color. You have to get a little more creative with your spices and things when you, maybe Kool-Aid, go to blues and purples and things, but for your basic natural hair colors. And it's made from like kitchen spices and stuff. It's natural. I prefer to avoid the chemicals as much as I can. I don't need to get any sicker. And what I'm using right now, because I don't have a better solution yet, and I seem to react to coconut oil, is Fructis Garnier Flat Iron Perfect, to seal the moisture in. And it's not the best, but hey, my hair is healthier. Some part of me is healthier from this regime. stuff. Oh, glad that had a lid on it. That's in my hair. And see what it looks like. Men, women, gals, girls, he, she, they. Alien. I can't tell you how much better it feels to feel shitty in comparison to what I felt for this morning and last night. Shitty becomes a significant improvement in quality of life compared to abject torturous suffering, writhing in pain and agony levels of fucked up, and 16-hour sleep marathons and projectile vomiting. Feeling like shit is a definite improvement. So we've got quite a mess going on here. Typically, I would just let it be curly without brushing it, but it seems like I have some knots developing. So I think I'm going to brush it a little bit first, and it will just get bigger and poofier. Unless I can straighten these out with my fingers, but it's just not looking good. So anytime you brush, start from the roots, hold it, and then go a little higher, brush it, go a little higher, brush it. Do with that, flip your hair over, brush it from the underside the same way. You're less likely to tear and break it. So let me brush my hair, and then put all this crap in there and change this mess into much better. Brushing alone has got it this far. Again, start with the bottom, hold again, work your way up, flip your hair over, and do the same thing. I'm about to put leave-in conditioner in. It's getting there. Final steps. Put this in and give it a good shake up. And then I'm going to pop out my earrings. If you're wearing jewelry and you are too sick to shower, or you've been sick too long, you don't have enough time to shower or bathe, you want to give the appearance. So make sure that any jewelry you have, another trick to give the appearance that you have spent more time on yourself than you have, is to swap those earrings out. Because my partner asked if I would wear this outfit, the shorts that I had on earlier, and the tank top for him today. I'm sticking with the white theme, but I will wear different earrings because it's important that you don't stink. You have to be as hygienic as possible. But chronic illness plays major issues with the capacity to do so for numerous reasons. And this trick of making sure your hair is styled differently is done. It's not greasy, like dry shampoo and moisturizer, putting on a different color of eyeshadow or lipstick, changing your makeup slightly from the night before, putting on different jewelry, etc. And of course, being as hygienic as possible with such things as a dry bath. You can find a lot about dry baths on Instagram. On some of my reels on my Instagram page, I made a whole video about live bath, dry bath, dry shower. But I don't even have time to do that, so it'll just be deodorant and perfume. Good enough. I'm not very far out from a shower, and I just don't have, I can't today. So let me finish this off and change out of my braces and get my earrings and get the hell out of the bathroom for him. I still don't know whether I'm going to work. If I am going to work, it's definitely going to be late. So let me get to this. Well, we are getting there. The illusion of normalcy. Hair, different jewelry than the day before. Take off my braces because I'm overheating and my pain is under control, except my leg braces. I practically live in these, hence the big sick is expensive. Your supplies need replacement. They're sturdier than regular tights, but they still need replacement regularly. So today, hopefully, I will have a new pair arriving in the mail. Of flesh tone and black is pretty much my go-to because I need both those colors with different clothes, and I can only afford so many things, so I just stick with those two when I need to replace it. But, so this is it. Oh, minus my fingers. And if I had a chance to also rub a little nail polish remover and clean up the remainder of your tips of what's left over your, forgive my shakes, it's familial tremors, leftover old nail polish, or if you got a chance to quickly coat your fingernails, that will also make you look more kempt. The grip beneath your fingers, dig your claws into the soap, the bar of soap when you go to wash your hands, and that will greatly clean out your fingernails. And you just clean out the soap, pick out the soap beneath your fingernails. Also pay attention to earwax. You want to make sure your ears remain clean. If you're dry bathing, you can dip the Q-tip into water to moisten it, and do it freshly out of bed when your ear is hot and everything is running, so you don't just compress wax into your ear and cause more problems. We don't need more problems than we already got. But you'll look greasy in certain places when you wake up in the morning, and puffy in certain places. You want to hide that, or the bags under your eyes from lack of sleep, or hide the symptoms and hide the downgrade on your hygiene, the dirty hippie, sick, chronically illness lifestyle. So pay attention to certain areas that show that you're getting dirty. That's why I like the dry shampoo. For my scalp, didn't even need it today because I've only been 2 days post-shower. Different jewelry, different clothing, different makeup. Change up your nails, watch the under the giveaways, and dry bath. I will link below to how to make dry shampoo on my YouTube, and the reel on dry baths on Instagram in the description. I'm still not well. It is now, what time is it? I should be leaving for work no later than 5 minutes from now. And my partner is still sleeping. He woke up for a minute, and I told him, go ahead and go back to bed. I couldn't possibly go in the condition that I'm in. So I called earlier when I was like really, really bad, and said I wasn't sure what was going to happen. That I would call back. I haven't heard anything, so I don't know whether I'm going in later. I'm not going in at all. But we will see. But at least I smell better and look better and resemble someone who has taken care of themselves more than I actually have. Another hygienic tip for special areas, don't shave right before you do this, but alcohol hand sanitizer is antibacterial. So if you wash your underarms and the area all around your underarms too, under your boobs and all that sort of stuff, because it's skin contact, skin, and the sweat spreads, especially with heat wave and with chronic illnesses, and everything under the bridge taken care of, and your feet. And it still is not enough. If you have money, which most chronically ill people do not have just free money, you can invest in something like Lumi, or you can do what I do, TMI, which is wash my hands real good, then hand sanitize my hands, and then I take hand sanitizer, and after I've washed that department, those departments, and under my arms. And then I thoroughly scrub my hands afterwards, and that will eliminate the odor because the odor is caused by bacteria. It's normal to have skin covering your bacteria, or skin covered by bacteria. It's part of your microbiome that keeps you healthy, but too much of it causes a funk. And rather than just put layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of deodorants and things on, I prefer to do that way after cleansing. If there still doesn't seem to be clean enough on a dry bath, then just trying to mask it with like perfumes and things. But I wouldn't suggest doing that like every day. Or you can buy a product like Lumi, and that is basically the same thing. It is an antibacterial for stinky body parts, but again, it's not an everyday thing. If you have antibacterial soaps like Hansen's and things, or regular antibacterial bar soap, or antibacterial things like hand sanitizer and stuff, it's important to do in moderation when necessary, because it diminishes the natural skin microbiome that helps keep our systems healthy and in balance. So you don't want to kill off too many good bacteria, because then you can create more problems for yourself. Everything in life is a balance. So I'm done. You know, I don't got nothing more to say. I'm just putting off starting my day because I'm still in pain and I don't feel well. I'm really tired. My eyes are drooping, so I think you can tell. Peace. Heart. Apparently I'm coming back to YouTube. Maybe I'll start coming back, breaking things into sections and talking about other stuff too. I don't know. I've just started falling back into making long videos, so there it is. Again, you can find the more in not real time, more in depth. That's the word I'm looking for. Cognitive difficulties, chronic illness, gotta love it. In-depth information about sneaking a dirty hippie lifestyle where it doesn't look like or smell like you're living one, thanks to chronic illness. Tips and tricks, how-tos in the description. I love you guys, missed you guys, gals, and everyone else. I hope you have a lovely day, regardless of the circumstances.